Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Modern Horizons 3 draft. As we head in once more, and well, let's see if we can draft something other than white aggro for once. Flare of the Niles are rare, and a Norm's Chant, I guess. Two rares here. Neither of those is particularly exciting. I mean, Flare of the Nile's okay, but it's definitely not a first pickable card. What is this thing? Oh, one. That's not really that good. After pretty weak pack, to be honest. I might take Path of Annihilation. This card's pretty good in the Eldrazi ramp deck, and that deck's apparently quite good. Though I also think it might be a little bit overdrafted right now, so we might be seeing a lot of competition. This card's also impressed me, I guess, a Terramander. But let's start with the Path, and we'll see where things go from there. Try to get a nice big rampy deck here. Hopefully find some cool payoffs. Well, there's kind of a payoff. It is a 7-drop, I suppose. What is this? Fangs, put a counter on a creature, then double the number. No, thing we care about. Solar Transformer is kind of a thing. Snapping Void Crawl is definitely a thing if we're trying to go into that deck. And the Anoid Althazor, I think, is a pretty good target. It's obviously not a Eldrazi spell, I guess. Yeah, this doesn't care if it's colorless for the second ability, so that would be fine. Which of these ramp spells would I rather have? I think I just like the Transformer. Honestly, it's a 2-mana ramp spell that then also fixes your mana. That's quite nice. I found it to be a pretty effective way to do things. What is this one? Green. Okay, things are getting a little thin already. There's the Trickster Elk and the Sage of the Unknowable as things we might be interested in. Some nice little aggressive cards here. The Conduit Goblin, the Faithful Watchdog, the Zealot as well. The Solar Transformer is a somewhat flexible card. It doesn't have to go into Eldrazi. Might take the Sage here. We'll give it a go. I'm worried that there's already not a lot of cards. Again, this archetype might be a little overdrafted, but let's grab it for now. Okay, we have a Lurker, Unfathomable Truths, a couple more cards here. Quest for the Necropolis is a pretty messed up card. I splash black in my big creature deck. Maybe. This just doesn't feel like it's all that open right now. So I think I'm going to try and stay flexible and just take good cards. I think Quest for the Necropolis qualifies as a good card. Let's see whether that's true or not, I guess. There's a Victimize as well. Okay. Word Shadow Spinner, also a pretty nice one. Yeah, I don't think we're getting the Eldrazi deck. It looks like it's being cut pretty hard. So let's try and focus on this black reanimation theme instead. We can still pick up some big monsters and try to reanimate them, maybe. I don't know. Victimize has impressed me a lot, so I'm going to take it. I got the Sentry. Serum Visionary's okay. Suppression Ray is a good card, but I don't really think blue, black, white is much of a deck, and we're probably not gonna have much energy going around. I think I might take the Visionary. I think the 3-drop's slightly better than the 4-drop. It's good for emerging as well, because we could still have some Eldrazi stuff going on. It's the Kami. Corrupted, Aether Spike. So this is good if we can get the drawing thing activated, which isn't that easy, but it's a pretty decent card to begin with. Aether Spike's not bad either. I'll take the spike. It's a little more flexible. Depending on what we open here. Okay, same choice again, I guess. You also pick up a piece of fixing, which isn't a terrible idea. Cards are both somewhat replacement level. Maybe it's a good time to take a land. Would I rather have the option to splash white or green in my deck? Guess green? I don't really know, though. Okay, Tempest Harvester is excellent. Really late Terramander, but we're not in that deck. But, I mean, this thing being able to loot even just twice with no other energy is completely fine. I like Gargantua. I like Aether Spike. I think I'll take the big card here. Gargantua is a nice thing to just have access to. Then, okay, another blue-black land. Perfect. So yeah, let's get this Path of Annihilation out of here. The rest of this is totally playable. Solar Transformer helps with our other energy cards. It can help us fix and ramp to some bigger stuff. I guess Sage isn't very playable. I gotta cut that one. Okay, well, I haven't drafted the blue-black deck yet. I don't know that it's particularly good. I don't even know if this is really the start you want for it either, but I guess I'll take Unfathomable Truths here. It's certainly a way to draw a bunch of cards, which could activate some of the things. Again, there's a Demon Fury. I don't really like that card very much, but if we get enough of the draw synergies, maybe it'll be playable, because if it's cheap, it's good. You just don't especially want to pay 4 mana for this effect in Modern Limited. I don't hate this start. I think we kind of found our lane. I just don't know how good the result is necessarily going to be. Eldrazi Line Breaker. Let's see. Excellent card. If you're in that deck, we're obviously not. I think Sneaky here. Pretty good. This Colosseum will probably wheel in. If there's a deck that can use it, it's this one. Territory Collar is also pretty messed up. What is this? It's 7/5 Devoid Reach for 5. When a land enters the battlefield, look at top card. If it's a creature. Maybe I just want to take this. I have a little bit of splash potential, and I mean, this is a really sick thing to try and reanimate with Victimizer this. This card's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna take the Sneaky, but I do want to pick up like one or two nice big fatties here. Try and reanimate them. But I think this is powerful enough. I don't know, maybe I would have wheeled given that, like, if we found the right lane, nobody else should really want that, right? Okay, I like the Vampire well enough. It's just a generically decent card. Koram. Koram's kind of nice. It would let us mill a bunch, but the colors don't really work. Waterlock Teachings is obviously awesome because it's a land. You get an instant or a flash card. That's mostly right now a counter spell and a draw spell, which isn't like great, but might still take that card. Dream Drinker Vampire is fine, but it's not really a perfect fit for this kind of deck, so I'll just treat this as a blue-black duel and we'll sometimes cast it, and that's fine. Rush of Inspiration. Another Vampire. Tune the Narrative's kind of a messed up card if you're doing energy things. We currently aren't doing a lot with energy, but we could get there. Another land. It's definitely between those two. Blue-black's not like a heavy energy archetype, but like the cost for including this in your deck's pretty small. Plus it works with the draw 3 stuff, I guess, as well sometimes. I'm gonna take it. Okay, there's Amphibian Downpour. I like that card a decent amount. Petrifying Meddler would be sweet. Second Truce will probably wheel. I'll just take Downpour. This is a nice piece of interaction. Late Nightshade Dryad there. We need to find more targets for Quest and Victimize here, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Well, just infinite of these guys. Now we're just seeing every Eldrazi card, which is really annoying. And it makes sense. We didn't see any in pack once. Now they're all being passed back the other way, and somebody's having fun with it. Yeah, that card's messed up. What's this? Why? I'm probably just taking the vampire now. I don't think anything else makes a ton of sense. Hopefully we'll get paid off in pack 3 for having found our lane. Because this pack's been okay, but pretty mediocre. I mean, the Amphibian Downpour I do actually think is a good card, but a lot of this has been eh. It's a Buried Alive if I want to go really deep. Another Aether Spike, Creation of Avacyn. I don't think this card's especially good. I don't think we're burying anybody alive here. Let's just take another Aether Spike as a little piece of interaction. I'm a lot less excited about this deck than I was at pack 1. It had potential. Now it's just kind of a lot of mediocre cards. So we're going to need to find some good stuff in pack 3 to get this thing to work nicely, I think. Ooh, what is this guy? Picker for a colorless. Okay, maybe that's a good fit for a deck. Kozilek's Ceiling. You cast a creature spell with mana value 7 or greater. No, it's not really good for us. Estrus Invocation's cute. Second Tune is obviously alright. I think I'm going to take this thing. It doesn't work with Reanimates, I guess. It's a little annoying, but it's a pretty nice ETB. Well, cast trigger, I suppose. Ooh, Cartographer? Okay, that's a way to spend some energy. I don't mind that. Some nice late pickups here. Okay, there's the Coliseum if you want it. There's also Eviscerator's Insight, which is what? Sack a thing, draw 2 cards, flashback for 5. No, not really into that one. I'll grab the Coliseum. Like I said, if there's a deck for it, I think this is it. I don't know that there is a deck for it. This might just be a bad card in the format, but... Alright, we'll take another Vampire. Look, it's a 2-1 lifelinker. It can't be that bad. I want to return creatures I controlled their hand. Not too often. But whatever, I guess I'll take it. I don't know. Alright, we'll take the second Truths. I think 2 5-mana draw 3s might be excessive, but not really taking anything else out of that pack, man. There's a lot of Conduit Goblins going around late. Seems, yeah, white-based aggro just seems criminally underdrafted. I don't know, maybe I should just be forcing it every draft. There's Conduit Goblins going 12th and 13th pick. This card's really good. Like, when this is on the board, your opponent has to be afraid. But anyway, come back to our deck. We picked up a few decent things late there. Royal Cartographer was a nice one. The Depth Defiler, I think, will fit nicely as well. But we could use, obviously, some more stuff around the middle of the curve, and then we could use potentially something big to reanimate. We don't really have, like, a way to put in the graveyard other than our 1 Tempest Harvester. I guess we wield the Buried Alive, so now if we find something huge, we could go for that combo. There's 6. That card's pretty darn strong. Huh. It's interesting. I might take it. The rest of this pack is bad for us. We'd be taking, like, another vampire or something. That doesn't really sound too exciting. I might try and splash the 6. We have 1 piece of green fixing so far. It mills us. It gives stuff in the graveyard retrace. It seems really nice. Let's give it a shot. It'd be a little tricky to get online, but, you know. Let's see. I also have a couple of things that care about landfall, so getting extra lands is nice in that sense. Soaked Inside, another Buried Alive. Tameo meets the Story Circle is another kind of good way to discard things. We still don't have things to discard is the issue, right? It's a nice card. I don't mind it. Orb Tusker's alright. It's a good thing to reanimate, and you can cycle it, which is, a nice way to put in the graveyard, obviously. But I think I should take Tameo here. Now let me grab this. Alright, what do we have here? Breather Last is solid. This is okay if I can just, like, mill it or whatever, because it's kind of free value in that sense. Could pick up one of these green fixers. Oh, there's another territory color. Actually, I'm going to just take this. Breather Last is good. I would like that card in my deck, but I've been talking about how you need a big target. We're already looking to splash green. This card's excellent to reanimate. Let me grab it. Drowner of Truths is also a nice one, actually. Can you reanimate this thing? I assume you can. So you get 2 spawns if you spend a colorless on it. Otherwise, it's just a 7/6. I mean, it still seems fine. Expanding Ooze. Well, not really a thing for us. Actually would have liked to have one of these commies, but I think the Drowner here is going to be better. It's a piece of fixing for a green. We can sometimes do cool stuff with it. It's a weird deck, but I don't hate it. Lethal Takedown, not really a thing. There's another blue-black land. There's also a Tune the Narrative #2, which is not bad. Connive Guy is also, I guess, a way to discard some of these fatties. And we do kind of need a 4-drop. Tune the Narrative's nice, but we don't really have a lot of the draw multiple cards payoffs. We have Sneaky, and I think that's it. So, yeah, let me just grab the Sentry here. There's a Deep Analysis. There's also whatever this thing is. There's the Battlefield drawing. Oh, this cares about artifacts. No, it doesn't work for us, unfortunately. A couple more pieces of fixing and a Deep Analysis. I mean, Deep Analysis is a decent card. I do already have 2 Unfathomable Truths. Hameo meets the Story Circle. I might not need it. A decent amount of playables. I think I'm going to take a piece of fixing here. Oh, wow. Now we get this pack, which is kind of insane. Reform, Royal Cartographer, and Sink into Stupor all seem excellent here. I might just take the Reform. It's a pretty annoying card to deal with if they don't have like a pacify effect or something. I can sacrifice it to victimize. I don't really have other ways to sack it, I guess. But I don't know, the card seems kind of annoying. I do like Royal Cartographer as well, but we're not going that hard into energy. I don't know. Sink into Stupor is also just fantastic. There's a Grave Dig. Fixing doesn't help. Does this thing do anything? Not really. How many playables am I on? 28 cards. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 lands. I'm on 22-ish playables. I want a Grave Dig or an Ether Spike. I already have 2 Ether Spikes. Let me grab the Grave Dig. Just a little bit extra value. This landscape doesn't help. Yeah, I guess I'll grab my 3rd Vampire here. And an Utter Insignificance. We could probably use a 2nd removal spell anyway. I might take this guy here. Alright, now we're the garbage. So we can get more green fixing, but we have the landscape plus the Drowner. That's going to be good enough. Could have had like 5 Conduit Goblins if you wanted that archetype. But I think we ended up kind of where we needed to. I don't know. It was a weird draft. I'm not really sure where we were supposed to be. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Eldrazi, even though pack 2 was insane. We could have almost built a complete deck out of just that pack. But I don't hate this. We have a couple of big things we can try and reanimate. We've got just an alright curve. Lots of 2-drops. I mean, that's always nice. Coliseum, we got this thing, and then we have, where is it? Drowner of Truths. I'm going to try the Coliseum. It's probably not going to be good, but I think I want to give it a shot. Alright. So this is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Just move this. Alright, so I do have to make a couple of cuts. Let's see. Do I want to play... Like, this is basically... I'm always counting as a land. The spell mode on this is pretty bad in our deck. It's just... But, like, I would play the tap land anyway. Sometimes I'll cast it. The Drowner I'm a little more interested in casting, but it is also a 7-drop, so... I don't know, I might play an extra land if we can get the deck down in size a little bit. So what looks maybe cuttable? Unfathomable Truths number 2 isn't like the most exciting thing. Let's see. Like Tamiyo. Utter Insignificance can be bad in some matchups as well. Maybe I don't need 3 of these. I do like them. It's a 4-drop. Transformer I think is still fine. This guy I think is okay as well. We have a couple ways to potentially mill it, right? It's like not a terrible 1-drop. Just trade it off and then it comes back later. Do I want Quest and Victimize is another question. I think I do. I think they're both just fine cards. Guess I have to cut all 3 of these then, and we'll call that a deck. Alright, so we'll add 1 forest, most likely, maybe 2. So that gives us effectively 3 sources, plus the solar transformer. Let's not forget that one. We only have 2 green cards, so it's not that bad. All these get blue-black, right? Yeah. So the rest of our deck's pretty close split. We have 1 double blue card, no double black cards. This is a duel. This is only blue. This is only blue. We're +2 on blue right now, and we get what, 10 lands. So that would be like 6-4, which would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, I think that's a decent mana base actually. Alright, well, we'll see how this goes. This is definitely a different deck from what I've made before, but I'm not like super stoked for it, but I think it could be okay. We'll see, we'll see. So yeah, I'll see you in round number 1. Alright, here we go. We're on the draw. I think I'm gonna keep this and we'll just hope Tamiyo gets us something good. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Be nice to draw something big to discard to Tamiyo for the Victimize here, but let's see here. Right. Guess I'll just get a black with this. I guess I have some landfall things, so maybe I want to keep this around. I have plenty of lands in hand. On the other hand, I might want to discard some lands to Tamiyo, so maybe I shouldn't have done that, but whatever, it's fine. Really matter too much, I don't think. Ugh, Hex Gold Slith. It's gonna be tough. Way to stop that. Well, I guess I do, actually. Oh, Royal Cartographer. That actually just blocks that really nicely unless they buff it in some way. Maybe I just do that. Start getting the energy going a little bit. Now, obviously, they could buff this or remove the Cartographer, but I think that's okay. It puts an annoying obstacle in their way, which is not bad. All right, they're going to attack. So they have a trick, I assume. I'm still going to block, make them have it. Cartographer is not integral to our game plan. Yeah, Razorgrass Ambush, that is a fine thing for them to... Well, here we go. Okay, I mean, discarding that for, like, victimized purposes isn't that amazing, but... Let me play the forest, and we'll play this thing. which once again stops this from dealing damage to us unless they find a way to pump it. We'll have to decide exactly what we want to discard here. Ours and equipment cost X less. When it attacks, all other modified creatures get plus X, or X power. Okay. I need to remove that one at some point here. Okay. Yield. It's kind of tricky. I don't know what I want to discard. Guess I want to keep my 2/1. I want to keep my downpour. I don't want to keep this thing. I mean, I kind of want to keep my entire hand, but that seems like a bit of a waste. What's my turn this turn? It's going to be Vampire, but since I don't have the second black, I guess it's just going to be Vampire, Crack, Clue. I need to keep one land in hand. Guess I can keep this one, although, yeah, no, that's fine. So maybe I discard land plus Defiler. That feels fine. We'll see if that ends up being too slow. Do I crack the clue now? I guess I might as well. I'm not really waiting on anything. Oh, interesting. Is that worth getting down? Probably not. I'd probably rather have this, but interesting thing. Alright, well, this at least has lifelink, so yeah, it's not going to be able to block very well here, but... Still at 20, I could start hitting back with lifelink, potentially. We'll see what our opponent has here. Post-combat. We need 2 bodies to block this if we buff it. Oof, Watchdog's pretty good. Maybe Downpour doesn't work too well on it either. Don't think I'm going to shuffle anything. Ooh, playing an elk straight up, okay. Oh, territory color. Man, now I wish I'd had an extra land in hand. That card's sick. Alright. I won't shuffle anything. This probably looks like Crack Clue play Transformer, or maybe keep up Adapt. I guess I could play Transformer, keep up Adapt. Because I wouldn't mind just blocking this thing if it attacks. Yeah, it feels fine. Alright. Let's do that. Then if that, for whatever reason, doesn't end up being a good plan, I can crack Clue. Nice thing with this is I could potentially play this and immediately get a landfall trigger. Everybody's coming in. It's a big attack, but what can you do? Block. Adapt. Sure, that's fine. I'm just wondering if they should have done that pre-combat. They get a huge buff and everything. Came down to 9, which isn't a ton of life. I can't actually do that. I could play this plus Victimize, but it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I think I just have to play the color and hope. I mean, how much am I taking next turn? This is gonna buff everything by 1. Well, I guess this is buff this. This is 9 by itself. If I block here, let's say, I take 5, 6, 9. No, I'm just dead. I think I'm just dead. I could go this plus Downpour, make this thing and this thing smaller, I guess. I don't know if that really helps me exactly. It extends the game, certainly. I don't know that it's a winning strategy. I think we're just dead. The 7-5 just doesn't block profitably here. Alright, well, that was a slow start. Let's see, is there anything here that looks good against them? I guess Demon Fury is a lot better when they're stacking counters, so maybe that's something we can put in. Let me try that. Will I replace? Reform actually looks great because I can just chump all day. All of these things. I mean, maybe the Tamio meets the story circle is a little too crappy. Maybe the Unfathomable Truths. I'll cut the Unfathomable Truths. Seems like a really slow card in this kind of matchup. What is this? Landscape. Yeah, this looks fine. Play a 2 into a 2 and a 1, maybe. Yeah. Obviously, it'd be nice to get the extra landfall there, but I need to make sure I hit my land drops, so we'll do it this way. Oh, that's that thing. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'll just go Cartographer first, and hopefully we draw land here. If not, it's going to get a little rough. Rabbit Wombat. Counter. Oh, that card's disgusting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm never beating that card, so that's cool. I'm going to do this. I need to hit a land drop. Okay, this isn't great, but it's fine. I'm going to make it 2-2 as well. I just need to hit my land drops. Oh, funny. It gives us to all their permanents, not just their creatures, so all their lands have that ability. It's really funny. Sure. If I can get this Reform down, it's going to do a good job blocking this stuff. They don't have evasion, so something, but thing costs 2 mana. Why does this thing cost 2 mana? It's insane. Get our worm down. I'm gonna keep this stuff back. I'm okay blocking this and getting hit with a trick of some kind. Obviously, if they have a pacify they can put on this, then, well, we're gonna lose the game, but what am I supposed to do? I think they're playing stuff pre-combat. Probably not good news for me. That's just a watchdog. Okay, watchdog I don't mind so much. It is massive, but definitely chumping. Vampire. So if I played this, I get 2 energy. Oh, that just lets me draw immediately? Okay. That's gotta be good. Draw 3. Let's play a land. I guess I'll just play 6. Can't really attack very well on this board, but I think it's better than my other options. And consider going for some kind of double blocks, maybe. We'll see what they play. We need to find a removal for this thing someday. I don't have a lot in the deck is the issue, I guess. Trickster's Elk on the 6. That's fine. The 6 wasn't doing anything on this board. I mean, I guess it gave stuff retrays. But otherwise, I'm not too worried about that. And jump that thing, sure. I guess they're just gonna try to kill me with flyers. It makes sense. I guess the flying's permanent, so I have to end up trading my territory color for that thing if I'm even lucky enough that I'm allowed to trade it. Wait, why does that have vigilance also? Oh, it just has vigilance. This thing's a 3/3 vigilance for 2. Alright, well, we're gonna play this color and look to trade, I guess. Obviously, it would have been really nice to hit a landfall trigger there, but such luck this time. I guess this thing's only a 4/4 base, so unless they have another way to pump it or something, they can't get past this thing. I mean, it kind of feels like they will, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, that doesn't immediately get past it. Oh, we get to keep it for a turn. Nice, nice. The land enters the battlefield under control. Look at the card. If it's a creature, you may reveal and put into your hand. If you don't, you put it in your graveyard. Okay. I can just play both these as lands. Getting close to the 7-drop being castable, but yeah, let me lead on this. Grab myself a second island. Get both my landfall triggers. Yield. Victimize. No, I'll put the card into your graveyard. No. Okay, so since I want to draw that, I guess I don't want a landfall right now. I could draw it with a Tempest Harvester now, but I'm not really sure I want to do it right now. I want to wait till this thing gets traded off. Let me just play this, just so I have a backup flyer here. Then I think I'll play the Transformer. Bunch more energy seems like it could be good. Pass. Don't exactly know how I'm winning this game still, but we'll figure it out. Move a permanent. Oh, it's only sorcery speed. They're trying to activate this in instant speed. I guess that's a good combo. I didn't even see that land was that one. Because this will then double the counters. That's kind of nice. All right, you made a 6/6. Sure. All right. If I play this as a land now, I get the extra energy trigger as well as a landfall off of that. That's probably worth it, even though it would be nice to play this. Yeah, let me go for it. I think the 2 landfall triggers are just good enough here. I'll put that in my graveyard. Draw 3. Okay, there's a Demon Furier. That's not a bad one. And it's won this turn, which is nice. So I could bounce their stupid dog, so it's no longer a flyer. Guess I can start attacking in the air for a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I could do that, plus play the Gargantua, maybe. Yeah, I guess that's the play. Get that thing out of there, and then we'll play Gargantua post-combat, I guess. Let's see. I could attack with my 7/5, though I guess it's kind of my best blocker also. If they did want to block it, how would they block it? They put like the ooze and the inspired inventor in front of it, and then I go post-combat victimize, sack maybe the fish token to get back reef worm plus the color. That actually feels pretty good. Now if they just take it, let's say they take 9. Not that afraid of ground attackers. I have random blockers, it's fine. Do this. And they're just gonna take it, that's fine. Take the Gargantua. They only have 1 card in hand. I'm just not that concerned about what's coming on the ground here. I also have Threshold. I can use this Coliseum to draw 3. That's kind of nice. Sure. Also, they can't attack too aggressively because I might just attack them back for a lot of damage. So, something they gotta worry about a little bit. Let's see what their last card is. They can move a counter again. They can move a counter off of this and then adapt it. That's kind of a cute combo. But I guess they tap their only black this turn. This text on the lands makes it really annoying to tell what the lands are. So they can't do that super effectively, but they're going to move on to Trainer. That makes sense. It gives a big buff to the rest of their team. And they're still not attacking at all. This only works on attacks, right? Not on blocks. Attacks other modified creatures. Yeah, okay. And I also have this Depth Defiler, which I have colorless to kick it, so I can get a draw 2 and a bounce. I can just go for a huge attack here. Let's see. Let's say I bounce. I don't know. They're one of their big things. Doesn't really matter. I attack with everything. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It can't keep up mana for adapt if I do that. But just counting blockers, they can't block this. Say they chump this one. Would be fine. Then maybe trade with this one. Get 2 more blocks. It doesn't look too good, I don't think. I kind of like this, though. I guess I should play the Coliseum first, get my landfall. before anything else happens. Scholar has yet to hit, but I guess it's, okay, yeah. I would like to put this into my hand, thanks. Alright, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana this turn. I don't have to play Defiler this turn. I could wait on that. I could attack with these three. I don't mind leveling up the Gargantua, depending on how the blocks look. How can they block a 6/6 profitably? They don't really have a great block on it, I don't think, so I'm kind of happy to just trade it also. Let me attack with these. Those are just big attacks. They kind of have to do something here. Okay. Kills both, so that's fine. That doesn't kill both. They're just taking the other stuff? Okay. I think I killed the trainer over the ooze. That seems fine. Find that. I think I will level this. Feels fine. One. So then, hold on. The rest of my turn is going to be what? Victimize. 1, 2, 3. Play one of these drinker guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, I have exactly enough. I just have to keep the solar energy for extra black mana. And I'll take one off the Colosseum, but that's fine. Three. I don't know if I should take... Let's say they've jumped something next turn. They have this left. They can put a counter on it, make it 6, 8. I probably shouldn't actually take the extra damage here. They don't have a flyer reach creature, which is maybe a bad idea, but not. Deal them 8 damage. Kill that. We'll go Drinker. And Victimize. Target these two. A 1, 2. Black. Okay. I think I'll sack the fish here. Oh, it feels like we have enough ground blockers that will be fine. They have a jump and a big buff. It's kind of bad. Oh, okay. They had a suppression rate. Sure. Well, that's annoying, but I mean, what can I do? All right, we'll see you for match number 2. All right, here we go. We're on the play for this one. Let's hope for something a little bit stronger. All right, this looks playable, question mark. The student narrative's going to have to do some heavy lifting, but I am going to keep the hand. We have a 5-drop that's double blue, so I am going to play this Waterlogged Teachings. Like I said, this is mostly in deck as a land. Just like a guild gate. Go for some narrative tuning. Green could be another enhanced deck or a Eldrazi deck of some kind. Ugh. Not amazing. Let's tune some narratives. Oh my god. Okay, another 5-drop was not the thing I needed to draw there. Need to draw one of my 2s or 3s. So it's a risky keep, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Okay, well this lets me play a 5 sooner, which I suppose is something. We'll see how this deck can perform against Eldrazi. I think our lack of removal is a real problem. I didn't really... Sure. Didn't really think about that, but like this is a control deck. You generally want some removal in a control deck. We're a little late here on Visionary. Uh, Probably want to kick this. We have the colorless mana, so why not? So let's just go for Gargantua here. Four blocks okay on this board as well. Can't block the Evolution Witness that well, but it's okay. The next turn, depending on what happens, I could go Visionary plus adapt the Gargantua. Cycle Eldrazi Raptor. Sure. Like our opponent might be a little short on mana, which is good news for us. Another land. I don't really need to bounce either of these, so I think I am going to go for the Serum Visionary play here. Probably means attacking first. Yeah, I think I'll just try to put this game away. Even though the race is like kind of bad because we're taking extra damage here, but our opponent's mana screwed, so we gotta take advantage of it. Let's adapt. Okay, yes. Interesting. Go Serum Visionary. Maybe I should have done that first so I could get the Scry for the draw too. That might be better, but whatever. Oh, Tameo is like a weird fog. Actually could be decent. I don't think I need another land. Bottom that. What's my next turn look like? I have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I could just play all of my creatures, but I think actually I'm going to put this on top. I think a little mini fog could be good if we're trying to race. Yeah, I think just playing 3 creatures next turn looks like a pretty nice turn. Unless there's especially something that we need to bounce. Cycle more Eldrazi Ravagers, alright. Opponent's looking a little desperate here. Does this level this guy up, or do they have a 2-drop they want to play here? It is level that guy up. Probably can't attack still, because I'll just attack back and be quite happy about that. Alright, let's jam. Down to 8, that's pretty good. And yeah, let's just play a bunch of stuff. Four. Some conniving going. I guess I could discard the Transmogrant if I wanted to. Means one less thing this turn, but it's kind of good value. The 1/1's not really adding that much on the board. This. I have multiple menace attackers next turn, which is kind of sick. We still have the Depth Defiler to potentially bounce something big if they have a blocker. This looks pretty decent. We can, in fact, beat mana screwed opponents, it looks like. I attack with everything this turn. So if they want to eat the Serum Visionary, it makes it really tough to block the other stuff profitably. I guess they can still sack, or not sack, but level up the Evolution Witness, which makes it a 4/3. That's still okay, though. Throwing away Serum Visionary to make it inconvenient for them to block seems totally fine. Yeah, that also means it's like tougher to chump the Fetid and stuff. Yeah, I think it could be a profitable attack, even though it's gonna probably get eaten. Big scry there. They kept one on top. Took them a while, though, so it's probably not a real huge bomb, I would imagine. Land's fine. I guess I should maybe keep some in hand for Tamio, if that's a thing to care about. What is my turn this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I guess I want to adapt that. Leaves me with 5 mana. So I just get this thing back. And maybe play Tamio meets the Story Circle. Yeah, I think I'll adapt and just stack with everything. We'll see how they play this. I have the Grave Dig as well. Like, I have a lot of ways to go about things here. Down to 8. Yeah, this feels fine. You also get an extra Connive. Oh, Aether Spike seems excellent right now. I'll just discard the land then, I think. Could discard this, but I think it's probably less valuable. So I guess that doesn't means no counter. Maybe I did want the counter. Yep. All right. That looks fine. We will build that one. Gonna adapt here, which is totally okay. We're down to 5. I still have some good attackers left. This is instant speed, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Just pass here. I have Aether Spike up. I have Transmogrant. If they just play this, I'll probably, I'm not going to counter it. I'll just bounce it with the Depth of the Filer, and that's pretty unbeatable. Our opponent's still in 4 mana because they have to lose the Eldrazi spawn there, so feels like it's pretty unlosable from here. Let's see what they can come up with. Opponent thinking really hard. Because these things cost 6, they couldn't even cast one of these anyway. Alright, our opponent opened on cycling the Ravager again, which does not seem like it can be a winning play. This position. Got a land, but I imagine that does a whole lot. Another Evolution Witness is fine. Obviously can't attack. We're gonna get this thing back. Right, can I get lethal with the Depth of Filer here? I don't think so. Let's see. I bounce something. Yeah, no, I think I just attack here. The Vampire trades with 1/2s. The 3/3 probably trades with the 4/3 and they chump and they have a 6/6 left and a bunch of stuff. It's fine. Oh, they're gonna go for double block. Okay. I guess that makes sense, but it's not gonna work out super great for them, I don't think. Alright, so I have a 3/3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I'd like to do Grave full value plus Victimize, but I guess I can't really do that very well. I guess I'll just make the 2/2 and Victimize it away. I could also just Victimize this away, I guess. It's not that critical that this is in play. Once I have the Victimize going. Wait, can I just get this back after? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can just Victimize this and get it back. Yeah, that's probably the best play then. Let's get a Gargantua, and I think the men... maybe I just want both Menace creatures. No, whatever, I'll get the Sentry. Fine. 2, 3. 5. Sure, I'll discard that. Alright. Seems like they probably can't win this. Seems like they probably couldn't just beat the single 3/3 either, to be honest, but... Wow, they have a lot of Eldrazi Ravagers, huh? If they ever get those in play, I'll be sad, but otherwise, I don't really care. Alright. So Utter Insignificance seems great against all those Eldrazi Ravagers. Definitely want that. Let's see what else. Do I want the Demon Furier against their big stuff? That one's a little more questionable because they will just replay it, right? Unless you potentially slip through, though. I don't know. Could be good. What can I cut? This card's gonna be amazing. Pretty like the truths in this matchup, I think. Grave Dig feels like it's too much value to cut, but maybe that's the one. I already have the 2 other ways to get stuff out of my graveyard. Maybe I can cut the Grave Dig, I don't know. Sure, we'll give this a go. Alright, what's this? Yeah, this looks fine. Full landscapes, couple of 2-drops. I will sack one of these here for black. Try to keep the other one for the cartographer. Yeah, I think just having black mana in play is worth losing 1 energy, so let's do that. And this one's probably going to get a forest. So I have access to that. Okay, that card's pretty annoying. Photographer. Engaging the landfall is important enough, even though I would like to start attacking with the lifelinker right away, obviously, but... So when you draw your second card, you get a spawn. Yeah, I mean, the flying pressure is going to matter, and obviously the ability is not nothing if they can draw some extra cards. Uh-oh. Oh, now they're going to draw a card. It's coming together. Alright, so this turn's going to be Vampire plus sack one of these lands. The green one, I guess. Get my double landfall. And we're going to hope that this Amphibian Downpour can do some serious work at some point here. Our opponent's off to a pretty nice start. Gargantua. That's okay. Alright, let's play this. Yield. This. Sack this. Grab the forest. Pass. So next turn, I guess we're just keeping up Downpour unless something interesting happens. Second Messenger, gross. I guess I could level this and attack. Cycle that. Jeez. A lot of spawns. Okay, quest is interesting. Just gonna lose to flyers, but that's neither here nor there, I suppose. Quest. And I will play the landscape here. I can sack it at the end step. I guess it means I can't level this guy now, which I didn't think about, but that's okay. Wasn't planning on doing that this turn anyway. Depending on what our opponent does, we'll go for this amphibian downpour thing shortly. If they play one big thing, then we can nab the big thing plus one of these flyers. If they play multiple spells, then maybe we can nab both flyers. We'll see. All right. I don't love my chances here. They still have 5 cards in hand. A bunch of Eldrazi spawn. The triple Eldrazi Ravager when you've got double Emrakul's Messenger definitely makes a lot more sense, though. See what they've got. Banjo's pretty big. The Dream Drinker isn't really likely to get through with all the spawns, but that's a big thing. Wasteland Battle Mage, gross. Bounce is mostly fine, I guess, but just hit them both here. I feel like I'm gonna miss this later, but I think I have to. I just can't be dying to flyers. If they have a counter, then I'm dead, but okay. That one. Go ahead and block the one that has the actual enchantment on it, so I get a card in my graveyard. Go land. Play the Gargantua here. We hope we can survive. Not feeling good about this still, but that's okay. Next turn, probably gonna go Dream Drinker plus level up the Gargantua, something like that. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I could also sack the land and draw lands potentially. Okay, that's kind of strong, I guess. Annihilator 1, alright. Annihilator 1's at least not like massive, but if I tap out of the forest, I guess that's fine. The Depth of Filer is interesting, so is the Victimize, actually. Let me go land. Sack this. Oh, that cuts me off of... Yeah, but I do want to draw the extra land, the extra stuff here, I guess. So that's fine. I'm not going to do this yet, because I might need that to block. play the vampire here. Pass. I will be drawing 3 cards. I just want to have that up for blocks because it could matter. I have to end up trading with this, and then they'll probably be able to get it back, but it's supposed to do. Sack a land. Fuck. Let's see what happens after that. Kozilek's unsealing. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's annoying. Go 4-drop, I assume. A 3-drop. Okay. Slightly less bad. Okay, this is interesting. Fathomable truths. Not sure what that does for me exactly. I didn't get a colorless mana source, but I guess this would get me one. Let's see. Let's go land. Get energy. I have 6 mana to spend this turn. Probably want to play 6, though can't really attack that well anyway. I want to play Tamio meets the Story Circle. Getting Amphibian Downpour back in my deck would actually be kind of nice. Makes it harder for him to attack as well. Maybe I should have played this as a land, actually. I'm only going to spend 5 mana. Not... Although I could go get Amphibian Downpour with it later, which is also kind of nice. I don't want to victimize yet. I only have the one target. I guess I actually can't even victimize. I don't think casting Unfathomable Truths makes a whole lot of sense in this position. So yeah, I guess I'll go 6 plus Tamio here. Alright, that gives my stuff retrace. I completely forgot about that. Oh, I could retrace Amphibian Downpour at some point if that thing survives. Interesting. Completely forgot about that, but I'm not going to do it yet. I don't think. There's not really a great target to hit. I completely forgot that's a thing I can do, though. Just do this and pass. Are you allowed to discard this to retrace? I actually don't know. Interesting. See what our opponent does here. 6 this late is going to have a tough time attacking. That's okay. Tap that. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Actually cast that? Be short a mana? Second Kozilek's Unsealing. Okay. Guess that's a thing. Let's draw. Utter Insignificance, not bad. Okay. I'm definitely discarding this. I don't think I need more card draw. I discard this one too because I don't know how it works. I think I like the rest of them. I guess discarding any permanent, I can just recast it with 6 anyway. But just gonna hit these two, it's fine. That much. Um, Let's see. I don't need to be doing anything at instant speed here. I'm just going to replay the Fetid Gargantua. That feels like a good deal. 5. That. Pass here. I also have these clues to potentially sack to Annihilator, which isn't bad. Oh, they have a 7 drop. Bad. What does this do on a 7? You draw a million cards? Yeah. Okay, no, this is just the Eldrazi Ravager, which is fine. And hitting it with one of these other spells means they can't just get it back from the graveyard, which is nice. This exiles as well, right? Yeah. Still don't know what my plan for winning the game is from here, but we'll figure it out, I guess. But I want to shuffle back, I wonder. Fine. It's gonna be tough to get through all this, but figure it out. Attack with a random 4/3. Guess it's a good attack. Could just block with the Gargantua. It's not actually insane. I can just replay it or victimize it back. Yeah, I'm just gonna trade. Fine. If I want to shuffle anything, I feel like I don't. Maybe one of these colorless lands? Probably not. Good. I can also just recast this. Oh, that's kind of fun. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could. No, I don't have enough retrace for all that. I was thinking I could go Tameo plus the other thing, but I don't have enough stuff for that. Let me draw. Lands are good. I think I'll just put utter insignificance on the thing. It's fine. And then I want to recast Tameo. Just to give their stuff minus this turn. Doesn't seem highly relevant. Maybe better off either adapting or cracking a clue here. I want to play a land? I kind of do want another land in play. Let me do that. Obviously, the retrace means my lands are pretty valuable, but I also have these clues to crack and stuff, so. Just pass here. Hurry up, because clock might start coming into it. Yeah, I mean, it's like 1. Got it. Sack a clue here. Pass. I'm also at risk of decking, I guess, so both of those things are not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Start on this. Reform. Good one to victimize. Since they attacked with this, I could attack with the vampire, trade it for some stuff. Alright, let me just get the Gargantua back. 5. Pass here. Taking 1. I'll eventually draw a colorless source, right? Other Tempest Harvester is okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna trade this thing off, I think. I definitely want to attack with this too. I don't need to tap that one right away, though. I guess I don't really need to tap this one either. They have so many spawns to throw in front of it. Just attack with both here. I think we're still losing this game, which is the funny part. Yard, much. Draw my like 7/5 thing, I guess. Although, man, still Eldrazi spawn. So I need a flyer is what I need. Okay, that makes sense. That also makes sense. No point doing anything then. Oh, they let me get into life? That was a mistake. Alright, let me go with 7 mana. Just play this and the Reef Worm, I think. See if we can get through the Eldrazi spawn someday. Alright, alright. Certainly made a board stall. I need a flyer. I have 1 flyer and it's a 2/1. That's not really great. Man, this deck did not come together. Now that I'm really thinking about it, this deck's not great, is it? It has no removal, it has no flyers, like it just has no way to finish games. And when our opponent puts down a big threat, it's kind of hard to deal with it. That got some Eldrazi. They kept the Ravager back, which makes sense. So I need to draw my colorless source so I can exile that thing and start attacking again. Okay, that also is fine. Let's see. Good on everything else. Do I have enough time to kill them? I might not. I can replay Tameo and reshuffle a bunch of stuff into my library, I guess. I should have done that before 6. This 7/6, you draw 100 million cards. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have enough energy to counter it, so that's fine. I can go. Does have reach? Does not have reach. Okay. useful, I guess. The evolution witness, okay. Do I care about a 7/6 on the ground? Not really. This is fine. Adapt this. Some cards. Is that a good idea? I don't really know. Another Ether Spike, okay. Let me go Tamio meets the Story Circle. I'm gonna need the shuffle. Then I can play this guy. Just have another chump blocker. It seems okay. Back. Hopefully I don't have anything with hidden reach over there. These Ether Spikes aren't really doing a lot. I'll probably discard them to Tamio. Sure, you get your 6/6. That's fine. They might deck. Do I want to play Amphibian Downpour? Probably will. Can I respond? Is this only during your turn? Oh, your turn only. Okay. Are they getting back? Oh, the flyer. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's go draw. There's the collar. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I'll discard both Aether Spikes. I think that's probably fine. All right, then let's go. Yeah, I can play one more card. That's fine. So let's go Visionary. 3. Rise not highly relevant here. Let's see. If I play a land, I can get one more thing going. But it doesn't really matter. Let me just this now. All right, I couldn't do that if I played a land. That would be bad. Go here. 1, 3. Land. Storm. You. Go ahead and attack in the air. What am I missing here? Ugin's Binding. Return target non. Sure. Not terribly worried about that. Lurker, okay. A lot of cards. I guess they could do this. Wait, sorry. This returns all of my stuff to my hand? What? Okay, well. That's a thing, I guess. Well, I don't think that's ever beatable, so we'll just have to hope that we get lucky. And we have 5 minutes to do it. Very good, very good. Can't get green. I have to take a bunch of damage. I'm gonna keep this. The chance of getting an early 6 is like the way I'm gonna win this game, so play this. I'm gonna sack it. Wow. Well, Ugin's Binding sure was a card, wasn't it? I mean, Island's not the worst draw, but not the best either. Right? This. Ugh. Gross. Discard that. Do this. Be really sad. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Cycle. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to utter insignificance this just so they don't get that triggering all the time. Oh, I could discard 6 and look to victimize at some point. Need extra energy, I guess, to get another thing in the graveyard. This spike's okay. This isn't great still, but we'll see what we can do here. For damage. Let's see. So I can potentially play Aether Spike to get energy. It's kind of dumb, but that is a way to get an extra thing in the yard. Ceiling is a thing. I got the quest. 6 to sack. Back. Gonna play this. It's not great, but for damage. Can't imagine winning this game from here, but you know, if they play 6-drop here, it's something, I guess. Do this before that happens. This, pay 1 energy. They can just get it right back. So now it's like a little late for 6 to be good, but okay, land's fine. Go land. It's fine. This. Discard the Gargantua. Play Victimize. Targeting these two. 2, 3. Sack my worm. Sack this. Pick up a forest, I guess. save time, I'm just going to play this now. Alright, well, we now get to utter insignificance the thing, essentially. Taxon. They have kind of a big team. What they have going here. Brown-eared lurker's okay. Oh, they're still attacking. Fair enough, I guess. Territory color is not bad. I have some energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe get me a land. Let me just slam with everybody here. Island. One, two, 6 mana. Yeah, nothing quite works out mana-wise, unfortunately. It's utter insignificance that. I want to adapt. No, I just want to get my flyer out, I think. I don't know. I can recast this now, I guess, at some point. This thing out here. That's the turn. They're at 9. I mean, they have a lot of spawns, but I have retrace. I have this as well. Yeah, sure. Another one's fine. We'll just utter insignificance that one as well. The sorcery speed or just your turn? Your turn. It's fine. Eight cards in hand. A lot of cards. Okay. Slam. Grab a swamp. It's fine. Fine. Okay. Utter insignificance. We'll get the vampire down. It's a bounce spell. Yeah, that card still seems completely unbeatable. What am I supposed to do? I don't have any threats in play right now, which is, I guess, something. It's probably going to bounce everything. It's okay. At this point, sadly, timeouts might start coming into play as well. Not ever a fun way to win or lose a match, but you got to deal with the realities of it. That's a pretty weak start to a turn when you're trying to get Ugin's Binding back. I guess they have the spawn still. Alright, let's see. Second Serum Visionary. Let's look at to attack for a lot of damage here. Alright, let's adapt. It's fine. Just gonna attack with everybody. Swamp, okay. Acceptable. 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 They have more stuff. Alright. It's 4 here. Sure. Okay. Go land. Play the vampire. Oh, I can't do that, right? Let me just replace 6. Start passing really hard. At this point, it's all about the timeout here, unfortunately. That's fine. I'm going to play Tamio. Gonna pass. Pass everything. I hate that it's coming down to clock, but it is what it is. Okay, I don't know how I timed out when... Okay, no. Now the opponent's got timeout. And just spamming the button. This is dumb. They won. Okay, sure. We're both at 0 seconds. I mean, it's just dumb. Well, that was kind of a dumb match. Unfortunately, just came down to clock. I don't know who was winning that game. They probably were. I mean, Ugin's Binding is a pretty messed up card. So, I imagine they were winning this game. But they were at 9. We had some pressure. If we had more time on the clock, maybe we could have done something. I really don't know. Alright. This deck's pretty miserable to play, and we're doing bad. I think I'm gonna leave the video here. It's pretty long anyway. So let's jump back in the queue and see if we can find a better deck. That'll do it for this one. You know, they can't all be winners. Sometimes you draft blue-black weird stuff and it doesn't really work, and that's a lesson to learn, I think. If I'm gonna go for a blue-black control deck, I need some different elements. A way to finish the game, a couple more removal spells would have gone a long way. But yeah, I think we'll leave this one off here. So that'll do it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.